not just that. The more that I learned, so then if you learn about microparticles and shit
Yeah.
that come out of your breath when you talk,
Yeah.
then you realize that stuff stays in the air for a longer amount of time than we do
Yeah,
know.
but the thing is, it stays in the air if it's not windy. If you're locked in a
Right.
house, and there's no air circulating or anything like that, it stays stuck in the air in a confined room. But if you're outside, it's not staying.
Mm-hmm.
It floats away.
Well, so I was reading this article based on some research that said that when people are actually out jogging and shit,
Yeah.
that instead of maintaining 6 to 10 feet of distance, that they should be maintaining somewhere close to 60 to 75 feet of distance.
How about you just jog
and the
by
reason
yourself?
being is that you either perspirate or when you're breathing, obviously when you're doing exercises and you're breathing heavily, you're expanding a lot of these microparticles, and then that tends to stay in the air, right?
Yeah.
So if you're running behind somebody and it's not that big of a windy day and this person is out there like huffing and puffing, right? And then that stuff stays in the air. If you're 6 foot behind them, dude, that shit's practically slapping you in the face.
Yeah, slapping you in the face.
So I mean, we're not practicing that type of social.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like just jog by yourself, dude. Just jog by yourself. If that's the case, then we're all gonna die. How's that? Hey, just come to the conclusion we're all gonna die. If that's the case, you got the fucking, you got the corona. You got the corona. You can't.
There's a sub on Reddit that's called "Oh, thanks, I'm cured."
Jesus Christ,
right?
This guy.
And it's basically like these simplistic, like, "Oh yeah, now I'm cured." Oh, okay, now I'm cured. That doesn't fucking help.
Nothing helps, bro. But you can't be paranoid about it. Jesus
That's
Christ.
true, man. Sometimes I'm battling with myself, though, man. I'm legit battling this shit with myself.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm telling you that you're wasting your time battling it with yourself while you could use your energy on something else.
Sit there and tell me I'm wasting my time.
You could use your energy on something else. Like, you could use your energy in, like, hand on the pinga.
Let me tell you, the hand on the pinga only works so fucking much, bro. Let me tell you, no matter how many times you put your hand on the pinga, right?
Yeah.
It works, right? And then all of a sudden, it doesn't fucking work. And then you're left with your motherfucking hand on your pinga.
Yeah, that's the whole point, man.
Because all you have is your dick in your hand, and it ain't fucking doing much.
Hey, speaking of hand on the pinga, have you seen Tiger King, bro, on Netflix?
Oh, God, yeah.
This shit is bonkers.
This topic of conversation is so awesome.
This shit is bonkers. You see, something good came out of this pandemic. Bonkers, white people are fucked up. I was pointing out. Hey, I was pointing out that it's like, man, these fucking white people are crazy. And this white girl was like, what do you mean? There's fucking Spanish people there all day. That girl with no hands, she looks Mexican. There's a guy named Maldonado, that's Spanish. And then there's another guy named Alvarez. And I'm like, oh shit, you're probably right.
No.
I changed that. People are fucked up.
Joey Maldonado, or that guy named Maldonado, he was mixed for sure.
Yeah.
Because his mom is definitely white. He probably has a Hispanic
dad or something like that. Yeah, and then
that went for cigarettes and never came back.
Speaking of, like, you're saying the mom looked white, I was watching The Platform last night. Fucking, I think it came from Spain. This movie in Netflix.
Yeah, it is.
And I was looking at, I was changing. It was in English and it was dubbed, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm Spanish. I know Spanish. Let me click it into the native tongue. Spanish." And I look and it says European Spanish, and I'm like, what the fuck is European Spanish? I never seen nothing. I've never seen this before. What the fuck is European Spanish and shit, dude? This is like some racist shit, Like, what the fuck, European Spanish? So I take a picture of it and I put it on Facebook. Like, hey, what the fuck is European Spanish? Could someone help me? This is some bullshit. And they're like, no, it's like Catalan. It's like Castellillo. Then why don't you just call it that?
I think it's Castellano or
Castellano or whatever.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, isn't Spanish just Spanish? The fuck they're talking about and shit,
Yeah, you sound very racially ignorant.
Dude, it was who, me?
Yeah.
Why you say that?
You know why? Because you're mostly European, and although we think of Spaniards as some different type of Europeans, we're actually European, bro.
No, you're
very
crazy.
Much white from Caucasus. from the Caucasus Mountains, motherfucker, Europeans, Spanish are fucking white.
Nah, dude.
So you're a fucking colonizer, asshole.
No, I'm not, dude. Hey, so that means we colonize ourselves, because I am also half black. I'm 33% black and shit. So what the fuck you talking about? You know?
Hey, not only are you the oppressed, but you're also the oppressor.
Yeah, like what the fuck is this shit? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. I'd rather fight for it.
I did the same thing when I was watching Money Heist, right? Yeah. Because that's a Spanish thing. And I looked at it and I'm like, wait a second. I know Spanish. Let me throw that shit on Spanish.
Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't understand a fucking lick of what the fuck they were saying.
It's because it's European Spanish. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. That's some bullshit. Like that's some straight up micro racism shit. It's like our Spanish is European while your Spanish is Caribbean. Fuck you, you guys. We're an elitist. And get the fuck out of here with that shit, man.
The weirdest one is when people is when people are like, oh, you speak Mexican?
Yeah.
Or you speak Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
And you kind of want to be like, it's fucking Spanish, you idiot.
So it's the same thing when they sit there and say European Spanish. No, man, this is some bullshit. It's fucking Spanish. Doesn't matter where it's from. Fine. That's just adding the word European makes divisions, and it's racist. It's a micro racism fucking statement there by saying European Spanish.
When you put it on European Spanish, did you understand that shit?
Yes.
That's because you've been to Spain, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, I've been to Spain 20-something years ago. Yeah, I understand it. You know, it's not hard not to understand Spanish in any dialect where it's from. Yeah, it could be a little bit like, what? Huh? But but you understand the more. I get that same thing when I listen to someone speaking from down south, a southerner. Like, what? The fuck you just say with your heavy southern accent? Like, what the fuck, dude? It's just
when they start talking with that southern twang.
Yeah, it's like what twang. Like what you say? Huh? Oh, okay, cool. Or just even a New Yorker with his heaven Boston. I mean, not Boston. Even got someone from Boston or a New Yorker from the Bronx. Like what?
No, that's just
what the fuck. Accent. It's like it's slang or it's dialects or like linguistics of where you from. I get it, but to sit there and say European Spanish, it's like. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Really?
Yeah, it's straight like it's like white nationalism, dude. It's bullshit. It's just really, really micro. It's a micro sense of fucking racism, and people are asleep.
Micro racism.
And they don't. Yeah, there's a lot of micro shit out there, dude, that we just don't know. Just like the fucking we talk, and the fucking virus is out there in the fucking air. It's just like that. Racism is like that, dude.
Because it's just a different dialect, bro. And it is technically European Spanish. And let's be honest, European Spanish is way different than the Spanish you speak.
Oh yeah, that just like English.
Not so drastic where you don't understand a word, but there was a lot of fucking words where I'm like, what the fuck? I changed that shit right back to English, bro.
Oh.
I was watching the Money Heist. I'm like, man, give me that shit in English because I don't understand a lick of what this shit says.
Hey, you know what the fucked up thing about it? Like about 30 minutes in, I changed it back to English.
You're like, I can't deal with this.
I was like, fuck this European Spanish. It's too fucking high tech for me. Let me go back to my little fucking broke ass Spanglish shit.
Right?
Yeah, fuck them. These Europeans. Who they think they are? They think they're better than me? I don't need to listen to this. Get out of here.
With your lip sounded ass.
Yeah, like, sis, tú sabes que nosotros estamos aquí a noches. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here and shit. Like, what the fuck? All right, cool. You go ahead and be European.
That there was a Spanish king that had a list.
Yeah.
And then because people didn't want to embarrass him, they everybody started.
How true is that?
I heard that it's a myth, but it's definitely a funny ass fucking myth though.
Yeah, when I was in Spain, I heard that in Spain. Like I said, I was in Spain like 22 years ago. I was there like in '98, so we're looking back in the '90s before it was part of the European Union. Yeah, before it was the European Union, everything was cheap out there. You could buy, you go get a beer and a top